This is Sara Sach with Posh Pooch Designs, and this week's question that I got that I'm going to demonstrate for you is, what is the difference between a slip knot and a slip stitch? This is from a beginner crocheter, and she said, I'm so confused, can you help me? And I said, sure, I'll make you a little video. So what we're going to do is, I've got some nice number 5 chunky yarn, and I've got me a K-hook here, and I'm going to demonstrate what is a slip knot. The slip knot is the knot that we begin with when we begin to chain, and what you do is you put it over your finger and you make a little twist like this. Then you just put the other string through and it makes a slip knot. I'll show you again. Slip knot is super easy. Put your finger through the yarn, twist your finger, then take the other piece of yarn and pull that loop through with your finger and pull it down. That's a slip knot. That's how we begin when we make a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how we make a chain. The slip knot holds it on the end, and we never ever stitch in that one. That's just to hold it. Now I'm going to single crochet across to show you how that works. And just in case you don't know what a single crochet is, you stick your hook through, pull a loop up, yarn over, and go through both stitches, both loops. So the slip knot is the knot we began with. And when we're working with our project, we don't stitch in that slip knot. That holds it and keeps it from coming unraveled. And always leave yourself a nice amount of end so you have something to put on your needle and weave in. So the next question is, okay, so that's a slip knot. So what in the world is a slip stitch? So we talked about what is a slip knot. I'll do another one just in case. Put your finger through, twist it, pull a piece of yarn up through there. That's your slip knot. Now, to make a slip stitch, let's go ahead and chain. And a slip stitch a lot of times is used if you want to move across a project without making a tall stitch, or to join. Joins are done with slip stitches also. And to make a slip stitch, all you do is you go in the chain or the loop you're working on and you pull a loop through. You got that loop, and then you just take that loop and slip it right through that next stitch. I'll do it again. You go through the chain, pull a loop in, and then that same loop goes right through the loop that's on your hook. Go in to the stitch you're working, pull the loop in through the stitch, and that loop goes right through the loop that's on your hook. And this is a great technique because you can use it to move across your yarn if you're wanting to have a nice little braided look. Also, it works great if you're going to do a couple of slip stitches and then you want some tall stitches and then some short stitches. And it also is the perfect thing for joining, because for instance, if I was going to join here, put my hook through, I grab that loop, and then I grab here, and now I've got a little circle to work with. So the slip knot is how we start, and a slip stitch is how we join or make just a simple stitch across. And just in case you didn't get it, I'm going to do it again, okay? So we go in the stitch that we're working with our hook. We yarn over and pull that loop through the stitch. So we have 2 loops on our hook, and we pull that loop we just pulled through right through the loop that's on our hook. It's a great beginner stitch if you've never crocheted before, learning to get used to stitching. And it just has a really great technique. And you can use it to get what's called the knit look or the braid look as well. See how that looks? I did chain and 2 rows of slip stitches. So that's the difference between a slip knot and a slip stitch. The slip knot is how we start our chains, and the slip stitch is just a simple loop we slip through the stitch.